The following episode contains explicit language intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Like, I will totally leave it up to you, but knowing the guys from 1911 Syndicate, you should have known what you were getting yourself into when you decided to watch or listen to this episode. I mean, come on. Don't say I didn't warn you, though. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Epic Handshake Podcast, the podcast about epic people that deserve an epic handshake. I'm your host, Adon Banda. You can find me on Instagram at AZGearGuy and this podcast at the Epic Handshake Pod. Also, you can hear us on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much anywhere where you can stream a podcast. And on top of that, the video element that you can find on YouTube. And that can be found at the Epic Handshake Podcast on YouTube. Today I have Jake and Chris. They are from 1911 Syndicate. I have these guys. I'm super stoked to have them on. I actually met Chris at Utah recently and kind of opened the door from there. But guys, do you want to just introduce yourselves really fast?
Cool. Yeah, Chris Blau, born and raised in the Phoenix area. Been all over, lived in Utah for a couple years when my dad went to medical school up here for physical therapy, Idaho. But I've been back in Arizona for the last, 20 plus years.
Sure.
So that's where I live now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jake Dwyer. I grew up on the East Coast, moved far to the West Coast, 3,000 miles away from mom and dad. They were stoked about that. And then
Still struggles with it.
got burned out on Los Angeles about 5 years ago, moved out to Utah and, kicking ass, taking it, whatever you say. Like, I don't know. Do it living
names,
life.
kicking ass,
Yeah.
kicking
Yeah.
ass. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
That whole thing.
Whatever that
Yeah,
means.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So you guys are in real estate. You guys dabble in pretty much everything, right? I mean, so Utah, why Utah? Like I've been asked that.
Honestly, so I lived in LA from the time moved there when I was like 21, moved out when I was 34. I'm a bit of a data-driven analytical psychopath.
Okay. Yeah.
So I basically created this Excel spreadsheet, true story, of all the different cities that I thought had potential. And I had a list of criteria from like gun laws to taxes to cost of living, everything, weighed them all out, went and spent time on each of them. And, Utah won. I was at the time, I had a dog who's actually behaving quite nicely tonight.
He's actually being
And
quiet.
even if he wants to be on the podcast, dude,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
He's an attention whore. You want one.
Crated up currently, but yeah, he's an attention whore, so it would just not go well. But
He'll show you his nuts all day.
oh yeah, we'll give you some nut shots. But
whatever.
I was living in LA. He was training full time between Vegas and Wyoming. So I was, essentially like in handler training, if you will. So I was bouncing back and forth between Vegas and Wyoming and all that kind of different stuff.
For
So I was
sure.
driving through Utah and I was like, man, it is just cool out here.
You've got recreation. You've got, gun laws, good gun laws.
Yeah.
You've got, pretty much anything you can ask for. It's not as populated as the other states, although it's getting there. I'm sure you've noticed
Unfortunately.
that. Yeah, it sucks.
But no, it's I was joke and I'm like, Utah sucks, don't move here. But then I'm also like, well, I'm in real estate, so I should probably not say that.
Yeah,
probably.
use me if you do.
Yeah.
But
Just
don't,
like,
dude,
please
but
move
don't.
here. So yeah, anyway.
Keep
it's
in
a
mind,
cool place.
none of us are Utah natives. We're Arizona natives.
Yep.
Chris and I. And it's it's like, I was surprised to see how many, connections we have so far. We grew up in similar areas. Our high schools played football together.
Yeah.
Yep. What else? You grew up in which city exactly?
Mesa.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I grew up in Tempe. For anybody that knows Arizona
Like
or the
a
greater
block
Phoenix
from my
area.
house, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. My high school was literally right there. Yours was a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
crazy.
sweet.
Small world.
Yeah.
Utah is awesome, and
Yeah.
it's very similar to the culture because the LDS church runs a lot of Utah.
For sure.
And Arizona, second highest population of LDS people outside of Utah is Arizona.
Yes.
So
Damn, I thought Idaho.
No, but
Idaho's
think
up
of
there.
per capita. There's
Yeah.
11 people in Idaho. There's like 5 million in Arizona.
10 actually, man.
10. Yeah, one died.
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe died.
Yeah.
He kicked the bucket. But I always joked that like Arizona is South Provo.
Yes.
Because, dude, you can't throw
Yes.
a rock without hitting a Mormon.
Yeah, it's
Great
true.
thing with Mormons is great gun laws, economy, conservative. Like, it kind of fits how a lot of people in, like, the gun industry politically align.
Correct.
And so both states hopefully will stay safe, but Arizona flipped this last election, which
They
is the
did.
first time I
fucked
might
it up.
actually
Which is
move.
interesting, dude. Like that's crazy. Like I didn't think it would flip. Like it's already purple and what is it? what all other states? I mean, I foresee that for Texas. You know,
Yeah.
Texas 100%. Is coming, and that's gonna. You know how sad that day is gonna become.
it's gonna be a sad day.
Texas goes blue, and you're. This is not like an anti like fuck the
No,
it's
no,
not that, but it's
no.
like, Texas though. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
Texas.
Here's one thing. People always say that. Dude, the wild fucking West is still Arizona.
I get
Everyone's
it.
always
It-
like,
it
Texas
is.
gun laws. Don't hold a
Like,
candle to fucking
have you
Arizona.
been to Yuma? You know?
Dude, it's straight up
been to
still
Tucson?
Cowboys,
Like,
bro.
yeah.
As is Wyoming. You go to
Oh, yeah.
some parts of Wyoming, and you're like, so this is the straight Wild West.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and like even Montana, you know,
Yeah.
is up there. You know, the Dakotas,
Yep.
kind of. You know, and
Dakotas are
They're-
and
they're-
Alaska are probably the ultimate, where it's
yeah,
like,
oh, yeah, last frontier.
we don't even think of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't even think of it as being like part of the U.S. We're like, shit, South Dakota's a thing.
Yeah. Well, same with Alaska. Like, Alaska became a state in like the 50s.
59. Yeah.
Yeah, 50s.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Think of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Before that, it was a Russian colony or some shit.
Something we bought it from them.
There's literally
shortly
people
before that.
still alive that were Russian, and then we bought it, and then now American.
Oh, yeah.
Still alive.
It's kind of how we
kinda
do
awesome.
it.
It's
yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I haven't actually. I've been wanting to go just because. I mean, Alaska. I
It's
mean,
fucking awesome.
I want to go to Kodiak Island.
Yeah.
I've talked about that in other episodes,
fucking
but I really want to go to Kodiak Island. Like,
Drive if you ever can.
oh yeah,
The drive
Oh,
is, me and the wife did the drive. It's phenomenal.
even through Canada. Like, I mean,
Oh,
that's not a huge. Okay, all right.
I mean, it's wild as fuck, and you can't take guns,
Well,
but it's fucking cool.
yeah. Okay,
Can I tell you a guilty pleasure that I had
Please do.
recently?
Yeah.
please.
So, Liam Neeson made some good movies, right? Shut up.
I will find you and I will kill you.
Right? And he did. He did, to
Yeah.
his credit. He did find him. He did kill him.
Oh yeah.
Right? So he doesn't, no false promise there.
No.
There was a movie that I saw on, I think it was either Netflix or Prime under
Where
the
it fights the wolves.
No, The Gray is Dark.
Oh, okay.
That's
No.
that's a
I've never
dark
saw
movie.
it.
Yeah,
I
you gotta,
think it's called The Ice Road.
Oh, yes.
I know
I
what you're
watched
talking
it when I was
about.
drunk
Yep.
the other
And
night.
it was pretty good.
Fuck you.
It was pretty good.
Are
dude.
you kidding me?
It was not, I mean, it was horrible, but it
It's
was
a
pretty,
comedy.
it's
a
pretty good,
com-
though. Did you not enjoy it? Did you
No.
not enjoy it?
I
He-
enjoyed it
He
for
and his team of people that
Ice
have to
Road
get
Truckers.
Ice Road
Yeah.
Truckers. Yeah, basically. What
this. Yeah,
it is.
with Liam Neeson in violence. That's awesome. Come on,
It's a terrible
man.
movie. It's like 2 hours. It's a long movie, too.
Every movie's 2 hours.
No, usually hour and a
But
half
it, but
is
like,
average.
2 hours in some movie time is not 2 hours.
This
like,
is a
I'm the.
painful 2
Am I
hours.
really alone on this? I was the only
Yeah.
one that enjoyed that.
That's why when
I
we give you a hard
enjoyed it.
time for
I would
movies,
repeat watch that.
Don't be nice to him because you're in
no,
his house.
I would watch it again.
How
just
dare
to,
you.
To just to scrutinize it. I think.
Yeah, come on.
I
No.
think just to scrutinize it, but
Both of you guys are idiots. No.
Probably,
Worst movie
yeah.
ever.
Yeah,
Worst
definitely.
movie ever.
Dude, he's stretching for role at this point. He hasn't gone as far as like Steven Seagal
Or
territory. where
Bruce
you're like,
Willis.
Bruce Willis is the real shame here.
Brucey will do
yeah,
anything
he's
for a movie
he's
right
he's
now.
dropped.
He
He's
will.
dropped.
It's sad because you're like, man, from Die Hard.
Was he Wild Hogs? That movie, like
No.
this movie. Who? Okay,
No.
What
That was
Travolta.
Travolta.
William H. Macy.
Yes.
Tim
Allen.
Tim Allen. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then
Martin Lawrence.
Martin
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
There it is. That's the
course,
cast.
they had-
And also a very bad, but I will still watch it movie.
Yeah.
Wild Hogs. I'll watch Wild Hogs.
No, I wouldn't do that. Sorry, man.
Oh,
I was
would
about
do
to be
it.
like,
I
yeah,
would
would
do
I?
it.
Would I?
Dude,
No,
Jake,
that's a
Jake
shitty movie.
thinks he's like this movie buff.
I am a movie
And we
buff.
argue about movies often. It's literally because he just likes shit movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, we're good. Yeah.
Do
we're
you
good.
want to hear something cool?
Yeah.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you something cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
the George Clooney story?
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He worked in Hollywood for a little bit too.
Oh.
So he thinks he's,
Yeah, I was like a production bitch, but still,
you
it
drove your
used a couple.
85
He was pushing
Civic
around-
to pick up
He
celebrities.
was pushing around
92
old
for-
films, like old, reels and stuff to the.
I thought this was pretty.
He's
cool.
what they call a fluffer in the porn
Oh.
industry.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone, relax. First of all, that would be, it's still a paying job. Okay, so let's not judge it too
Hand
much.
job's
20s
still
to
a
20.
job, bro.
This is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
20s to
This I
20.
swear to God, this is a pretty cool story. So I'm talking to a mutual friend. I won't say his last name. Jason. I'm talking to
Oh,
Jason.
yeah.
And this is a high level guy from the special operations world for years, right?
yeah.
Kind of like he's fucking OG.
When we say legend,
Oh
Yeah,
legitimately
legendary,
legendary.
from this world.
Okay.
And,
was the project lead on the 416.
Really?
Yeah, super legit dude.
Okay,
Right? And,
okay.
and just
I
a
gotcha.
really enjoyable guy to talk to. So I'm talking to him, and he, I don't remember why he was out in California, but he went to one of the prop, where they have like the prop movie guns.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he told you this or not. This is pretty cool. So he's walking through with the guy that owns like the prop movie shop, and he sent me a photo of it. First of all, showed me the actual HK P7 from Die Hard, Hans Gruber's actual gun with the suppressor on it. I was like,
dude,
damn, that's cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
The coolest thing though, he sends me a photo of a Beretta 92, right? And he was like, so this was Bruce Willis's actual gun in Die Hard. This is the coolest part.
It's a Christmas movie.
So it was not only Bruce Willis's gun, it was also Mel Gibson's Lethal Weapon gun.
No
The exact
way.
same gun. Now, what was interesting about it is he sent me a photo. I'm talking to him on the phone. He's like, I'm going to send you a photo of it. He's like, tell me what you spot. And I'm looking at him like, I can't tell what you mean.
Number.
No serial number.
The mag release was set up for a left-handed shooter.
Okay.
And so he asked the prop guy, he was like, so this was Mel Gibson and Bruce Willis's gun. Who was the last one to have it? He said Bruce Willis for Die Hard. Bruce Willis is a left-handed shooter. So if you go watch Die Hard, he runs his Beretta as a lefty. So the gun was still set up for Bruce Willis for Die Hard.
That's pretty.
No way.
How cool is that?
That is
Dude.
the story.
The mag. I'm sorry. I don't know if it said safety, but the mag release is set up for a lefty. Literally, it is still to this day set up
From
for
like
Bruce
93.
Willis.
Yeah.
Still set up for Bruce
Oh
Willis.
my gosh.
Dude, that's just cool. Because he's like,
Probably still had his
he's like,
dry fingerprints
well,
on it too.
Mel Gibson,
Right?
Bruce Willis, who was the last one to have it? He's like, Bruce Willis. He's like, and that's why it's a lefty gun.
Oh, man.
It's like, dude, that's cool.
That is
Dude,
pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what those guns would go for at auction?
I was
They
just
were
about to
sell
ask that. I don't know.
Probably not as much as we think.
I bet
Maybe.
it would go for a lot, man.
How?
Because it's still
10?
memorabilia.
Oh, more than that. 100%.
No.
Dude, if I was balling, I'd pay 10 for it.
Probably.
Oh, really?
I mean,
I think
maybe.
it'd be at least 30
Yeah.
I
grand.
was gonna say like $3,000.
No, at least 30 grand.
Oh, well,
Oh.
I'm not good with numbers.
Okay.
So.
John McClane's Beretta 92 from Die Hard? That is iconic as
It is.
a gun gets.
It is. I could also buy another Beretta 92 and put a sticker that says John McClane's gun and hang it on the wall.
10
First
grand.
of all, they don't make that sticker. That's
No,
not
but
a sticker
I
that
will
exists.
make that sticker.
Yeah, and that would be a dog shit gun still.
This fucking guy.
relative. It's all,
Yeah,
it's all
all
relative.
relative.
Yeah. So tell me. So you're a movie buff. Okay. So what would you classify yourself as? Like, are you a buff of anything?
I am a jack
you're
of
pretty
all.
you're pretty stacked. I mean,
No, I'm just fat right now.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
you're welcome.
I would say I'm a jack of all trades and master of like 3.
Okay,
So yeah, I've been.
that's good.
I mean, I've worked construction to pest control to I was a dog trainer, canine trainer for like 6 years.
Okay, yeah.
And I've just been all over the world doing a bunch of cool shit. So I'm just more
Right on.
cultured and more what's the word? More man of the people than Jake is.
Yes.
Man of the people?
Man
you
of
kidding
the
me?
people.
I am
resonate-
the man of the people.
No, I resonate with way more people than you do.
Dude, stop.
People prefer talking to me over you all day.
That's because I don't like talking to people.
He only
Well, man of the people has to talk to the people.
and be liked by the people and like to interact with the people.
I am
That's
a man
true.
of the people on
Joe
the
Biden for
internet.
president.
So stupid. So
Ah,
stupid.
I just can't even finish the sentence.
man
No.
of the people.
Right?
No, the dog note is where we got to talking back in
Yeah.
the day because he had a Malinois. I've got a Malinois that's still
Yeah.
behaving very nicely.
I still have a Malinois, by the way. She's 7.
Yes. But
she-
yeah,
she
we got to
heard
talking
you.
on dogs, and then we got to. He realized he wanted to be friends with me, and just kind of led to that.
He is the one that asked to keep in touch and asked for my phone number.
Oh, that's cute.
I say that to anyone though.
sure.
I give him a fake phone number.
The
single
Google
time.
Voice number or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Not a real number, dude.
Fucking guy, dude.
Yeah. Well, cool. Oh, whatever. Dude. Well, I.
I have a question for you.
Okay,
too, by
please,
the way.
please.
Who is the most interesting guest you've had on, and why? Like, who's been your now? Granted, you have to shit on all your other guests.
Yeah.
But,
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
And
Who's
if you
like
say
your
the wrong
number
answer,
one?
Like, okay. In terms
kicked out of the
of
house.
in terms of what? Just overall.
If you were gonna
interest?
have one of your existing guests back on right here, right now, who's it gonna be?
Dude, I don't know if you've met him. Kevin Blazell. Have you met him?
No.
Kevin Blazell. So he's Blackbriar Media on Instagram. So
Okay.
he like
I did know Blackbriar
Yeah.
Media,
So
yeah.
he's done like pictures of Missy Lynn. He's done pictures of Jade Struck. He's done some training with Terran Tactical. All that stuff. And so I'd have him on again because he's a badass. Like he would never say that he's a badass because he's the most humble dude ever, but he definitely he's all around, like, dude, he's into crypto. Like he's like this crazy crypto miner.
Huh.
I would say crazy. I mean, I'm on board with him, but like he works for like a Fortune 10 company. Like I can't really say what that is, but he's on he works for
a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. I mean, but you'd never know. I don't know. I'd have him on all day, every day, because he's like one of my mentors. So
That's cool.
yeah, he's a good guy.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he could have gone the easy route and said us, but we all would have known that was going to be.
This hasn't aired yet, so it's evolving. You know,
True.
we've only had 7 episodes so far.
I would still pick that guy over us too. So.
Yeah,
in all fairness.
Yeah.
Anyone else.
It might change. You know,
The Wendy's drive-through lady, way cooler.
all you got to do is wine and dine, guys.
Jake, actually, his background is well, I guess you can say that before we got into the Syndicate. We haven't even answered what the Syndicate is, though.
No, we're just down a tangent, but
Yeah, well,
that's how
yeah,
any good
that's okay.
podcast
That's
goes.
that's how it is, man. Like you deviate from the question. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's cool.
No, I was I never even go into my background. I was basically if we're gonna put it as bluntly as possible, I was a vitamin salesman in Los Angeles.
Vitamin salesman.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh, that's cool.
pretty accurate.
Door to door.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck you. I was not door to door. I'm not knocking on doors selling vitamins, but no, I had a background in that. But anyway, I got bored with LA, so I just moved out to Utah a few years ago.
I don't blame you. I mean, you were into guns then, right? I mean, obviously, and so
Yeah,
it was a hard.
I was into guns when I was in LA. I had a period of life where I did not have a lot to occupy my time. That's not because I was unemployed. It was because
Sure.
I just had
Just kinda
arranged
retired.
life
Yeah.
in a way where I was like, all right, I'm going to take some free time and start to enjoy life. And I didn't want to golf because I'm not fucking, old and shit.
For
So
sure, yeah.
I'm like, I got to do something. So bought a HK USP, which I used to think was a terrible first choice. And now in retrospect, I'm really getting into HK. So I'm like, I totally stand by my first.
Was it 9 or 40?
It was in 9. He always starts to spin this like
I
it was
swear
40.
he said it was 40.
Absolutely.
Now there's a shadow over this whole thing.
Absolutely
like,
not.
Oh,
I swear it was
HK,
in a 40, bro.
Oh man,
Zero
It's probably
shot.
in a 40.
but I buy HK USP. I'm going over. LA has 2 gun ranges, which
Correct.
sounds. Oh yeah, because you used to live in Southern California.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So there's LAX range,
Yep.
and then there's LA Gun Club. LA Gun Club is a death wish.
So what's the one that knockout lights with Mike? What does he go to? I mean,
That's his
no
own
idea.
range.
that's his own, right?
Yeah, that's his own range. So he was like correct me if I'm wrong if you listen
No,
to this.
no, it's all.
But he worked in the banking industry
Anyway, yeah.
and was part-time law enforcement and SWAT for
Okay.
his like county SWAT.
Yeah.
And then through being successful in banking, bought that property. So from my
Right.
understanding, that's his own range.
Oh
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
kinda
Yeah. Sorry.
no, but like LA has literally a gun store called Martin B. Redding in Culver City.
That's
by
right.
where I used to live. And the only reason that thing even exists is because they're basically grandfathered in with, because they've just owned the land and everything for so long. I mean, it's the size of, it's a little bigger than the size of my living room. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's about the size of the one gun shop that LA has.
So like,
And they
Like 400 square feet.
dominate. I mean, I
Okay.
can't
Really?
imagine the ungodly amounts of money that shop makes.
I
With
would imagine
little overhead, I'm sure.
But I think the last time I went to a gun shop in California, it was more stocked with ammo than I'd ever seen. Because I mean, there's a waiting period even on ammo, right? I mean, because you do
So
a
insane.
background check
Correct.
and all that stuff.
Over a certain amount of ammo.
Yeah, that's
And that's law enforcement and civilian.
oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Man. But there's 2 ranges, right? There's LAX, which is by LAX, not a great area, but it's the 4 Seasons compared to LA Gun Club, which is, I shit you not,
Is it
off
that
of
bad?
Skid Row.
Oh, jeez.
You have to go down Skid Row
It's
to get
pretty
to LA Gun Club.
Which is really ironic.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Get some
insane.
training in before you go to the range.
It's insane.
Dodge
I
some
mean,
needles.
you go through straight World War Z before you get to LA Gun
Hell
Club.
yeah, you do.
And I
Yeah.
lived in downtown, so I would go there. I don't even know how we got down this story. Anyway, I'm living in LA and I'm into guns. But yeah, so you're kind of outcast if you're into guns and you live in LA. Despite that, I live in a super liberal city, right? So most of my friends, just by default, they're not really like me. They're they're into all kinds of shit.
Sure.
And I think it's a good experience because you figure out like how to get along with all kinds of different people. Because
Yeah.
you're like, I'm kind of oddball in the city, so what are you gonna just not talk to anyone? Like, no, you figure it out. But
And there's a lot of stuff to do in LA.
100%. But everyone I'd always go take to shoot, they always loved it. They always got into it. The amount of, I had someone call me the other day, and this is pretty common for me. I had someone call me the other day and they're like, hey, I haven't talked to her in a few years. We used to work together. And she was like, hey, we're packing up our house. We're moving out to Texas. And she goes, I just found, she didn't even know what it's called. I'm like, you just found a Glock 19 that I helped you buy in LA. It's her first gun. She wanted to be able to defend her family, to her credit.
Sure.
You know, I took her shooting. She was like, this is great. Like, I want to have something in the house to defend my family if we need to. I'm like, first of all, more than 10 rounds is going to be necessary in training for you to learn how to do that. But like, she called me, she was like, I found the thing that you helped me get. And she was like, if I put the ammunition in the moving truck, is it going to like explode on the way out? And I was like, you're good to go. It's not going to explode, actually. That shit sits in like Conex containers in Afghanistan. Like, you're totally good to go.
It's amazing the misconceptions that people have, just randomly. If you've been without guns for so long, you know, like whatever. But I don't blame her.
You know what Hollywood shows you.
Yeah,
is the extent of it. But Pretty much. LA is a weird place to be in the guns, but I lived in high rises, which makes it even more interesting because I would go to the range every weekend because I really got into shooting when I lived in LA.
He was retired too, so he had literally fuck all to do.
I didn't really have a whole lot to do, right? So I go train all the time. But getting shit from like whatever floor you live on down to the parking lot, dude, every single time I would go get the luggage cart, and just load that bitch up with like ammo and
Pelican
rifle bags
and shit.
and just hope to God every time in the elevator, like, please don't let the door open. Please don't let anyone else get in.
Yeah. Well, please don't ask questions. Please don't ask questions.
Right?
Like,
what's the statute of limitations for shit like this?
People are so cool. Well, everything I was doing was legal. It was just frowned upon. It was frowned upon.
Correct.
What it was. Frowned upon.
It was taboo.
Yeah,
for sure.
Legal, frowned upon.
I mean, there's times he would tell me that, like, one time specifically, he, wearing all the range gear, like the pants that you do, and even if it's like Black Hawk pants, in LA, you're going to stand out.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably wearing Black Hawk pants.
I had some at one point.
100%, you piece of shit.
When I was early into shooting, none of us know what to buy.
Those are the proppers.
You buy some bullshit when you're new to it.
Yeah.
I want to buy Dickies.
Right? Yeah. But he gets on the elevator one time, he's going down, doors open, and it's like 6 cops.
Nice.
Yeah, it was staggering. I'm telling you. So in that particular instance, I lived on the 18th floor. I've got to get down to like 3rd or 4th floor where my car is. Door, like you feel the elevator slowing, and you're like, son of a bitch! Like this thing is about to come to a stop.
Like a mom and her.
It opens
like
up.
2 little kids.
There's literally like a team of cops and firefighters there, and I mean, I'm decked out. I have a luggage cart. Full of
fishing
rifle bags.
All looking like the Las Vegas shooter here.
Vest.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, ooh.
I look it's dark to the unassuming, to like the unschooled. I look like a psychopath right now.
Yeah.
To us,
like,
it looks like you're going to the range.
You belong on Skid Row.
And like they look at me, and I kind of look at them, and it's like a Wild West showdown. We're like, who's gonna do what first? Like, do handcuffs come out, or do I just run for the stairwell? What do I do? And like they stare at me, I stare at them, I don't say anything, and they're like just go on, we're waiting on one more guy. And I'm like, hit that door close button as fast as humanly possible. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something cool about a very cool gun.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this gun. It's fine if you don't, because it's kind of a niche thing. This is not normally just sitting on my kitchen counter.
Yes, it is.
Maybe it is.
Sometimes. Okay. But I was doing some show and tell before we started, so I'm gonna show you something. Okay. All the viewers. First of all, for all the viewers, so that everyone is calm and relaxed. Okay, we've got
it's a clear gun.
Empty gun. All right, everyone, relax. People do get very upset about stuff. It's not our first rodeo. Okay, so this is
maybe our second. Definitely not
maybe
the first.
Right. Yeah.
So this is a HK Mark 23, right? Have you ever seen these?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is as iconic as pistols get. So we're like deep into preparing for this big August filming project that we're doing.
Balls deep.
Within that is a Mark 23 video, technically a follow-up because we did another one. But so I had a call with, his name's James Williamson. He's like, I could listen to him talk all day. It was almost like I was listening to him do a podcast earlier, and then I forgot I'm supposed to talk in this because I could just listen to him talk all day. So we're talking about the Mark 23, right? He told me, so for those of you that don't know, this was designed to be the world's first offensive pistol. And I'm not a sucker for sales lines.
I'm hooked.
But that one
you got
gets
me.
me.
I'm hooked.
Yeah, you had me
I'm
at
hooked.
HK, so I mean,
That one immediately gets me. The world's first offensive pistol.
Yeah.
And so so we're talking about the history and all the kind of stuff with this. One of the requirements from SOCOM for this pistol was that it be really, really good suppressed. Okay. It was designed to be shot suppressed, not unsuppressed.
Okay, yeah.
Designed to be shot with a can on it. It's a dog rummaging around
Doggy.
in the crate. If
we're
anyone
good.
wonders what that was. Now, I need to confirm this with HK, so I'm probably speaking out of term here. But James also he's just a guru. of
James
HK
gets
stuff.
hired by HK to teach HK courses, so he's a pretty solid.
Interesting.
He's a pretty
Solid.
good contact.
Full subject matter.
Yeah, yeah,
expert.
okay,
Full
yeah.
on subject matter
Okay.
expert. He told me the coolest thing I've ever heard about this that I did not know prior to today. He said when they designed this never went full into production, but apparently there is a variant that exists still that would be in a pretty famous room over at HK headquarters. One of the, not requirements, but sort of bucket list items from SOCOM was the ability for this to be as quiet as possible on the first round. Okay?
Okay.
So they have a variant of this where on the frame, there is some sort of little lever or something that you flip, that when you flip that, you can shoot this and it deactivates the slide from moving. So what you have is a gun that's shooting suppressed, where there is no slide movement, aka noise, no
Right.
ejection port pop, nothing. Basically, a feature designed to, as quietly as humanly possible, kill a person. That is the fucking coolest thing
That
I've
is
ever heard
that's
about a
pretty
pistol
cool.
in
That's
my
pretty
entire
cool.
life. That is so cool. And then after that, of course, you would malfunction your gun because you've got an
Oh,
empty round in there.
for sure,
So you
but-
got to flip that off and you got to tap rack that round up. But I'm like, that might be the coolest thing I've ever heard about a pistol.
Right.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
But clearing that round, I mean, if shoot to kill, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
doesn't matter.
It is a feature designed for special operations dudes to quietly kill a person.
Yeah.
That
Pretty
is
cool.
the coolest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I can't wait to film the video that we're gonna do later this month on this, because just to drop that one line,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
mean,
that's the
cool
most
piece of
thrilling
history.
thing I've heard about a gun in a while.
Hell yeah.
So cool.
And how that all ties into us doing real estate, we don't know. But we know
But it
funny
does.
shit like that, and it does. Yeah.
But it does. So is most of your clients then are they all into firearms? I mean, because
Yeah.
that's kind of how you market. That's what your
Pretty
website
much.
says. I
Yeah,
mean,
pretty
Yeah.
much.
so
Yeah, I mean, we do YouTube and Instagram content. And when I say we, let me make this very clear. It is 99% Jake. I fly up, and I'm just the comedic relief.
You literally
Jake does
landed
the
like
man
2
of the
hours
people.
ago.
The man of the people.
Man of the people.
Man of the people,
Right?
yeah.
Yep. I have a very certain set of skills. It's definitely not producing content. So,
Yeah, well, he flew up about 2 hours ago.
2 hours
so
ago,
Just
yeah.
landed into town for this. But yeah, so it was a vague notion of I got my real estate license, and it was like very quickly on after getting my license, I was like, man, this industry kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Oh, yeah, sure.
really want to do this.
bunch of slimy, like, used car
yeah,
salesmen.
and you've got to hustle every single day.
Yeah,
at
it's just
first,
it's not a you know, it's not an industry I enjoy from a culture perspective. So I was like, but I do enjoy shooting and doing all that kind of stuff. So it's like maybe there's some weird way to be able to combine what I actually enjoy doing with a business, and then it just kind of one thing leads to the next, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, I don't know how we quite got into like creating firearms content and it's selling houses, but somehow
It works.
So
I mean,
very odd.
because of YouTube, people are contacting you. I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right.
my
Yeah.
current
Keep talking.
4 clients. Yeah, my current 4 clients in Phoenix are all from YouTube.
Yeah.
He'll get some, before COVID, we do live events. So we had like
Yeah.
a Green Beret, Jeff Kirkham, if you're familiar.
Oh yeah.
He's here in
yeah.
Salt Lake.
Oh yeah.
He'd teach like a 1-day CQB course on how to clear your house.
For sure.
So we'd get all that data from people, and clients could come from that. Like we have kind of a bunch of different ways that we used to do it. Right now, because of COVID, it's primarily just,
Word of mouth.
multimedia content
Okay.
type
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
We do
Ironically, the week before quarantine, we did a class on bug out bags.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Really?
hilarious. Like
Yeah.
the week over at TNT Range locally, some bourbon went down.
Oh, you're good.
I was like, how hilarious is the week before everyone is in like a bug out situation?
about
We
to lose
teach a
their fucking
class on
minds.
bug out bags, which is actually a fantastic. This is not a self promotion thing, but like
Very good
legitimate, really good class on bug out bags. If you type in probably 1911 Syndicate bug out bags that'll pop up, and it was with Jeff.
I think I've seen it. Yeah,
Jeff taught it. It was a really good because he opens a class with a story about when he had to actually bug out of Africa, and it's like he's one of those guys.
Insane.
If you haven't had him on the show, you really should.
Oh yeah, I would love to have him.
He's I love when you find people that kind of we kind of all operate around the same realm of like guys that are in this world and everything.
Yeah,
it's really fun when you find those guys who they've got a really cool background of doing really cool shit, but they're somehow but like they're really good at communicating about it.
Yeah,
and like teaching lessons from it.
That's how you know they're the real subject matter experts. Like when you can teach it well.
Yep.
When you can teach anything well, that's how you know.
Yeah.
Like that person knows their shit. You know what I mean? So
it's
that's
one
great.
thing to know
love
it, it's
people
another
like
thing
that.
to teach it.
I love to strive to be that person too. You
Right.
know, like it's a little harder, but
Well, the ability to convey a message that other people understand and hear it's not easy.
Yeah.
And you would have to go into this is us just nerding out here, but it's like you would have to go into the world of whether it be teaching or delivering content or whatever, just start to figure out like, oh, shit's not as easy as it looks, is it?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know that too, like with content and stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know, I'm sure you get it, and we've gotten it where people are like, oh, it must be a nice job to like go out there and just like shoot all day. It's like, bitch, you don't know the 20 hours of work that that went in on the back end of this.
Like planning it and then editing. I mean, planning is 9/10 of the law there, but like, I mean, it's you have, if you work on a script, who's going to be in the video, what points are you going to touch on, you know, all that stuff in it. It kind of sucks. Like that's the really shitty part about
Let's work.
Yeah, it's actually work. I mean, and I admire those people that do it full time, you know, that can quit their jobs, you know, and do content creation, but you know, whatever.
Well,
you got to start somewhere.
It's tough too, because I mean, if especially if you're dabbling in the gun world, which obviously we are, that's even tougher.
Yeah.
And now throw our foul language mouths on top of the equation. Have fun monetizing that one.
Oh, whatever.
It's like it's like we had someone sign up for our Patreon today, and I sent a personal message to everyone when they do that. And I'm like, basic messages. Look, I really appreciate it because it's tough for us to monetize if we don't want to go the full shill route. Because hey, I can go full shill and start to make some money, but
your content suffers.
Yes, it suffers because you're going to have a huge drop off.
Everyone's going to know, dude.
Yes.
Yep.
Like people aren't that dumb. They're going to figure it out. So it's like
sponsored by Squarespace.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. It's like, hey,
I mean, I'm trying to get Blue Chew or some shit like that.
Yeah, something.
I would take Blue Chew. I would take Manscaped because can you imagine how much fun those ad reads would be?
Oh, dude.
Oh my God. I would have so much fun with it.
Well, it's like
blast.
that. It's like that Viking man, that crispy. So
yeah.
Have you heard of that?
I think so.
Viking
Go
man?
ahead though.
I
Yeah.
don't know that one.
Oh, you were there.
Maybe
Our videographer Crispy, he's this little 23-year-old hipster skinny kid. He does a bunch of videography for a bunch of different companies. We are his number one, but he works with a couple others. And one of them's Viking Man, which is like a male enhancement thing. And they asked him, do you know anyone that looks like a Viking? He's like, I know one dude. And he's talking about me. Yeah. Of
course he
and
does.
he's like, would you be down for that? And I'm like, a dick pill? 100%.
Absolutely.
And I wrote a commercial right there. Like, dude, I'm out in the woods with a woman. Like, make the tent, pitch the tent. We're, sunsetting, having a drink. And then I'll look at the camera and be like, pitching another one tonight. Take a drink. Is that not a good
dying
commercial?
for you to be a spokesman.
Is that not a good commercial?
Dude,
for a dick pill.
There's so many routes you can take that, you know?
Well, you have a buddy there and his tent's like leaning and not straight and not stiff. And I'm like, looks like you need help with your tent, buddy.
Or like you could be like on a Viking ship. You're like,
listen, dude, I talked about this with my wife and she's like, I feel like I don't even know who you are right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just made a great commercial. And she's like, yeah, like too good.
You're like, I'm a Viking.
I'm like, you're going to benefit, bitch. So,
Yeah.
She's like, are they going to pay you? I'm like, I mean, dick pills.
Yes.
She's like, no,
that's
like,
payment.
Like
you
money.
can
I'm
eat.
like, a dick pill is $70 on the black market.
Oh,
for
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's money.
Oh, yeah.
Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
for real.
benefits everybody.
We apologize to all the viewers.
I'll put a disclaimer.
Yeah, sorry if they want to skip.
Not
that
actually sponsored by anyone.
Yeah,
Could be.
looking for it clearly.
Could
Yeah.
be you.
Yeah,
Please-
Manscaped
please
would
sponsor
be
him.
fun, right? Yeah, the whole shield thing is funny too because you know, a couple people have said it in like comments, like, oh, like these guys have sold out or whatever, and like,
Really, I don't see those.
They say that to you guys?
Oh, I've seen it with
A
HK.
couple.
I've seen it with HK.
Oh.
Jake tallied up the amount that Jake personally has spent in the last 12 months to produce content.
Yeah, it's sad.
And the example I always use is like, tell me another job that, say your salary is $50,000,
Sure.
that you pay that to go to every day.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
No one's gonna
imagine
do
you
that.
pay
No.
to go to work, you know?
Exactly.
like,
And
well,
so
it's
when
kinda the
people do
opposite.
call us shill, like, I don't take it personal because it's the internet. They're fucking idiots.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, bro, when's the last time you paid your salary to go to work?
Exactly.
And you know, I mean, you
Yeah,
have other jobs.
yeah,
and
yeah.
you do other things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude,
Yeah, like
shill thing,
this show cost you
money.
one financially in terms of sheer gear. And,
Yes,
and all
I
this kind
had
of stuff.
some of this stuff, but yeah, I wanted to just do this. And so, yes, you are correct.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
you know, and then time, effort, all that kind of stuff. I think people, if you know, if they could get beyond their like quick reactions they have to content and go, okay, actually think about this. You're consuming someone else's content that you're talking
free.
shit about
For free.
For free.
It's free.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
now you're going to talk shit about it. Like, dude, that's a lot of effort that this person is putting in.
You are correct.
Under the hope of either entertaining you, maybe making money one day. It's like, maybe show a little appreciation.
Yeah, and that's why I love commenting back. Like, oh, thank you for watching my video and spending all this time to, you know, comment this beautiful thing that you know. I like really call them out. And
Yeah,
make
I mean,
them-
we have fun with it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm sure
Dude.
you guys get a lot.
Oh, dude, not a lot, but a decent
Enough.
amount. What I've been doing lately is when people are like, you know, these guys never served in the military. No, we make that very clear.
Oh, yeah.
On every video.
And why do you need to? Why do you need to?
That-
I've talked about this a lot.
Yeah. One guy's like, oh, they clearly run like old men. They never served in the military. I was like, no, sir. And I'm sorry I didn't. And I'm sorry I disappointed you. I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy lost his shit. He's like, you'll pray for me? Fuck you. And I'm like, dude, I said I'd pray for you.
Yeah.
Like, why are you getting mad? And because he knows I'm being,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
facetious
yeah.
about it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, people just don't get it. And it's okay. They won't. And,
No,
and
I don't expect
we
them
always
to.
talk about this, and I'm sure you've experienced it. How many times have you left a negative comment on YouTube? Randomly.
You know what? Honestly,
You can't think of one.
no.
How many of you?
Oh, I've never.
Maybe,
know how many
maybe on like a video that's been copied. You know, maybe like, hey, you're not the owner of this, and then I report them. You know, whatever.
Correct. But you've never gone out of your way to be
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm going to let this YouTuber, you know, I'm going to give him my mind.
Dude, that's the same thing. Like when you're on Google Maps and you're like looking for your favorite restaurant, you find it, and there's that 1-star review that it's a lady or a dude.
Karen.
Karen or a what's the male term for that?
Dick or Richard?
Richard.
Richard
yeah.
Head?
Yeah. And
Dickhead.
literally that's the only review they've done,
Ever.
and it's like 10 pages long.
Yeah.
Like really, you have that much time in your life to.
Can I
like,
confess something here?
Yeah, please do.
I feel the need to share this right now.
You were that guy,
Oh
dickhead?
no.
What? Just bear with me for
Okay.
a moment. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Benefit of the doubt here.
I got to finish my thought when you're done with this, too.
On Sundays, I cheat on my diet. That's what I do. Okay. I eat really clean 6 days a week.
Cheats a lot.
And then that's true. No. I
I
can
had
see
McDonald's yesterday.
I-
You know
I-
Crumble Cookie?
oh yes.
He gets 12 every Sunday and
I
eats
do
all
12.
12 every
Yeah.
Sunday.
I'll usually get two
Fair.
4-packs. I'll usually get two
Oh,
4-packs.
this fat motherfucker.
Freeze them, dude.
Okay.
Anyway.
No, he eats them all that.
No, because if they're here, I'll consume
Oh,
them.
yeah,
so
sure,
I have to get rid of them. But so on Sundays, I go hard on my diet. And I know this about
It's
myself.
impressive.
It's a character
Okay.
flaw.
Yeah.
Okay. But I had a phase where I went to Wendy's on Sunday nights. Or I'm sorry, Arby's on Sunday nights.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, no, that's great.
So Sunday night, roll around. I'm like, yeah, man, fucking roast beef, right? And I drive over to the Arby's, right?
I know
I'd be
you're
like, yo, I need a XL roast beef or whatever, the big boy. I need the big boy roast beef sandwich,
Yeah.
right? And they'd be like, perfect. And they'd be like, what sauce do you want with that? Keyword, what sauce do you want with that? And I'd be like,
Singular.
I need
Singular.
some, you know, whatever. But I'm like, hey, I need some Arby's sauce. I need some horsey sauce, which is their term for horseradish
yeah.
sauce, right? And so week 1, this happens. I get home, open up the bag. I'm stoked. I'm going to turn on a movie, eat my roast beef sandwich. And there's no goddamn sauce in that bag. And I'm like, I'm pretty upset.
It turns into a Super Saiyan.
Pretty
He's
upset.
like, "Ah."
Do you understand how not good a Arby's roast beef sandwich is without sauce? It's not good.
Yeah,
I mean,
terrible.
I just like the cheddar and the Arby's sauce on mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, mine's dry.
Ask
Mine's
him-
just roast beef.
Oh yeah, no.
So
It's just a bunch of lips staring right at you.
I'm not happy. Okay. Week 2. This is week 2. I go there.
7 days later.
And the same year old 17 fuck kid doesn't put any sauce in the bag.
For the second time.
Second time, I get home.
You deserve it.
I'm livid. I'm visibly upset at this point. Week 3.
See, it's not going to translate well because I know how serious he takes his cheat meals, and I can
serious.
I can see him opening the bag and the amount of deflation just from no sauces.
Listen,
He's like a little deflated balloon of a man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, just a shell of a human.
Listen, I'm upset right now talking about this. That's the emotion that this brings up for me. Week 3 comes around. Calm down. I get to the window. This 17-year-old little fuck at the window. I'm like, did you put the sauce in the bag? And he's like, yeah, sauce is in the bag. And I'm like, I take the bag. I put it in the passenger seat. I drive my ass home. I get home. I open up the bag. Not one motherfucking sauce is in the bag. I am so upset. On a Sunday night, I open my laptop and I leave a review.
A negative review.
A negative review for an Arby's in Harriman, Utah, where I'm like, I mean, it's probably still up there. I got to the end of it. It's like 10 o'clock.
And
I'm
that
going
kid
to
probably
bed.
doesn't even work there anymore.
No.
Guaranteed he's been fired over the sauce debacle. I am not kidding you. I called the store. I called the chain. And I was like,
around on
hey,
cheat days, dude.
You guys got to fix this kid, man. Like, this kid ain't right. Like, this is not right. Because I wanted them to deliver me sauce. Like, I wanted you deliver the sauce over here, man. It was like 10 o'clock p.m. and I'm going to bed and I'm like, I've turned into white trash. I'm leaving negative Arby's reviews. Like, this is what my sad life has turned into.
When you've
right
hit
now.
rock bottom.
Yeah.
That was rock bottom.
Ultimate
like
trailer
I'm
trash.
a meth head in a trailer cooking up. You know,
He
I'm
wonders
like,
why he's single.
I'm leaving negative Arby's reviews.
I gleaned two major lessons learned from that.
Okay.
One, as soon as you get your bag of food from a drive-thru, now I'm a
Check.
fat guy.
Check it. Yeah.
You pull over and
No,
you check it.
I don't even leave the window.
Oh,
I
see,
will.
that's
I will
bold.
literally
Smart.
sit there. I'll be like,
Okay.
It's smart.
Yeah, hold on, bitch. Yeah.
or check my receipt.
I do now.
Cross check.
I do now.
Yes.
I do now.
But
Learn
you
the
did
hard
it
way.
3 times.
You learn the hard way 3 times.
After 1, you should have known. 2,
I don't know what happened.
Inexcusable. 3, you kind of deserved it.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
It's like you're asking for it, you know?
Like, I'm still not happy about it. Okay.
No,
I'm not
still
saying
not
you gotta be
happy.
happy
I'm pissed
about it.
for you.
Yeah.
I
But
have-
I mean-
you know what?
But I'm
I've
a
been
Latino.
back.
I'm a Latino. Like,
I've
we
been
don't,
back.
we don't let that
Bullshit.
shit fly.
No, we went a couple Sundays ago when I was up for content.
Did we?
Yeah, yeah.
I blocked it out. I blacked out.
Yeah. Dude, I wish there was like a fly on the wall to film that. Because I promise you, he sat down, he turned on 90 Day Fiancé because it's our guilty pleasure.
That's a good show. Dude.
It's a great show.
It's a great show, and every male that
Have you
thinks
watched
that
the
we're.
Caribbean one?
No.
Oh, what did you just say?
Shit.
What?
Guys, it's on the Discovery Plus app. It's 90 Day Caribbean.
He subscribes for this.
90
That's what that
Day
means.
pay
Caribbean,
money.
and most of the bitches are pregnant. Dude, it is
I'm
fucking
in.
Oh, yeah.
awesome, dude.
In.
Yesterday would have been 3 episodes. Get it. Look, this is our guilty pleasure, me and Jake, when I come up. Because usually it's on weekends. This week it's Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah.
Usually it'll be Friday through Sunday. We'll watch 90 Day Fiancé on Sundays before I go to the airport. And it's like one time we're up here and we're arguing. And I'm like, no, bro, we watched that last week. And he's like, no, it's this one. And I'm like, Jake, I'm telling you, watch that one last week. We're on this episode. And he paused it and was like, I don't know if we can get any more gay than we are right
It's the
now.
gayest
Yeah,
moment
dude.
of my life.
I picture you guys just like in your chonies, like sitting right there.
I'm
on the
usually in
couch.
chonies. He's butt naked for whatever reason. It's weird.
That's how I roll at night.
Yeah, it's his house, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's our like guilty pleasure. We'll get done filming content and then come watch 90 Day Fiancé.
I mean,
It's good,
that's a
bro.
relationship to the next level.
We've all got our vices.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I mean, who says it's a vice, man?
a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of dating show.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And we got a cross reference with my wife because we watch it together.
Okay.
So I'll text her and be like, "Hey, babe, can I watch the episode tonight with Jake?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll watch it by myself."
Aw,
I'm like, "Okay."
Aw.
Other times she's like, "No, like, can
No,
you wait?"
wait.
And I'm like, "All right, I'll wait." You know,
Yeah, so wait.
I just watch it here and then I watch it again.
Yeah.
She won't watch this. So yeah.
No, she's not.
That's the
gonna
best.
say this.
That's a relationship right there.
Hey, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, You know,
I mean, I'm talking about you guys actually.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Let me
Bros.
ask you a question. I got another question for you.
Okay.
Because I like to ask people this.
Yeah.
This is the first date question that I ask sometimes.
Okay. I haven't been on a date in a long time because I'm married. So,
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
How many years?
We're on 8.
Oh, congrats. Dude.
Yeah. Thanks,
Cool.
dude.
Yeah, that's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Solid. I've been.
Shout out.
I'm single,
Yeah.
so
And will be
Nothing
forever.
for the
Nothing.
female viewership.
Ooh,
just
yeah.
throwing it
I'm
out
like
there.
at 1.8% right now.
Oh, that's
for
more than
female.
us. We're at like 1.3.
Ah, yes.
I looked at YouTube analytics today. 98.9 was the male viewership. I was like,
Yeah, sounds about right for anything
1%?
gun related.
Yeah.
1%.
I hate that.
But
So
that
here's-
1%
okay.
some ride or die chicks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's some bad
100%.
bitches, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, 100%. Occasionally, I have a female reach out and she's like, "I'm one of your female viewers." I'm like, "Yo,
Are you single?
you're a real one.
Are
You're
you
real
single?
one."
Come
Like,
to Utah.
Yeah, but you want to move to Utah?
So here's my question I like to ask people because I get to know them.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Which is the basic premise is you've been caught for your crimes, okay, and you're on death row now,
Ah.
and you're gonna be executed. Bad day, I know. It's
I think I know-
bummer.
I think I know where this is going.
But the good news is
You get a
that
fat kid.
Yeah.
the good news is you get to have one final meal, and within that meal, you get to pick an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. It can be anything from anywhere. You could fly in pizza from Chicago. It could be
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
He knows.
And we're all answering this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, you
It's
first.
it's a good one because you get to know.
That is. Why haven't you ever asked me this question?
I ask females this.
Yeah.
I need to reframe it from the thing of like you've been caught and you're going to be killed.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
think that part goes well, but the rest of it's kind of interesting.
What am I in for? Like, what's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
crime?
Please tell me what I'm in for.
Multiple hit and runs,
Oh, fair.
Clearly, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be me.
Yeah.
drug trafficking,
Because I'm brown.
like significant.
Cool.
drug
Talk about racial
Like,
profile.
for
Yeah, I
real.
know.
Yeah,
Jeez.
like
This took a turn.
Pablo Escobar
Ooh.
levels.
I'll
like-
take it actually. I mean, he
But
hippos.
He's got some
super
cash.
wealthy,
Yeah.
super wealthy. El Chapo,
Chapo,
levels.
Chapo.
Have you ever seen El Chapo's wife? By the way,
Yes.
She's smoke show.
Yes.
mind blowing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm not joking right now. I was like, that's one of the hottest women I've ever seen in my entire life.
No.
Yeah, and actually, she really did love him, like straight up.
She tried to
like,
get him busted out and shit. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
See, that's
awesome.
That's what we call. Have you seen the bottom bitch theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to find a bottom bitch who's a little more muscular because she holds you and the other bitches up, but she'll stab a bitch for you. She's a ride or die chick.
She is a ride or die chick. Yeah.
Did you marry a ride or die chick?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, same.
She's watching.
Same. Anyways,
Later.
all right, meal.
Meal. Okay. So
Appetizer.
Okay. Appetizer. Okay. So it has to be the blooming onion. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The blooming
I
onion.
didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
If you had a gun to my head, that would have been my last option. So
Well,
I'm surprised.
yeah, a blooming onion, dude.
I mean, it's a good pick.
I don't know
just,
that I hate. Yeah, I don't
No,
dislike
no,
it. I
because
just didn't see it
it
coming.
just
because
didn't
my
enter my
thing is
mental
like
process.
my natural thought process is like I'm gonna share with the guards. Like I'm gonna share with this guy. Like because I've made friends with him. Like I've been on death row for 10 years now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I'm sharing.
Damn,
with
he's
these.
playing the long game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
That's
know,
what's up.
maybe they can bust me out of this little
What,
debacle. I'm
kill
in.
you slower?
You're still negotiating your
I am.
escape here.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Oh, you haven't given up. Okay.
Okay, blooming onion.
'Kay.
Okay.
Because you can share it. You got the sauce.
Yeah, I have
You
tons. I don't even have just one blooming onion.
Oh, we're going multiple.
We're on
Okay.
multiple.
Okay.
Like I'm costing these assholes a
Taxpayers.
lot of money.
Taxpayers.
These people
Yeah.
are paying.
I'll pay for that blooming.
Yeah. Okay, blooming onion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all the sauces. Okay, what's next?
Main
Entree.
Entree. Okay, we're doing Lolo's chicken and waffles or Roscoe's. Do you know?
okay. Yeah, I do
I'm not
know
allowed to
Roscoe's.
eat in those places, so
Why not?
I'm not dark enough.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't even think I'm dark enough.
No, you are.
No, dude. Like,
Dude, I wanted to go to Lolo's and I was committed. I was walking in
Oh.
Gilbert, and then I was like,
and see, I don't go to the Gilbert one.
"Oh, you go to the Phoenix
the
one?
Phoenix one.
Oh yeah, Lolo's chicken and waffles. It's
Oh, I
chicken
could
and
go.
waffles.
I could for
Yeah.
sure go.
So Lolo's chicken and waffles. I have all you can eat. Just
Everything.
Chicken and
Everything. Yeah,
waffles.
chicken and
Okay.
waffles.
I
Dude.
didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, yeah.
It's another surprise.
Chicken and waffles. It's a little weird with the onion, but
Soul
who cares?
food, yeah, sure.
I'm on, and you have to have the Kool-Aid with it, like the jars, the mason
Mason
jars.
jars.
They
Yep.
serve
Kool-Aid.
Is that served at
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
Yeah,
the thing?
like it's almost
It's in a mason jar.
anti-racist, racist thing.
They go hard at Lolo's.
Yes, like I'm
This
surprised
is
they
also
don't.
how
They don't
how
sugar
know
the
someone
rim.
grew up in the hood because of this.
Yeah, hear that, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
cool- I'm
grew
cool
up
with
in
it.
West Virginia. Cousin fucker.
fuck
over here.
West Virginia,
Yeah,
man.
West Virginia. Yeah, that's
No,
basically
fuck that state.
All
Pennsylvania.
right, dessert.
Okay, dessert,
Is a big one for me as a sugar junkie.
As a fat kid,
dude. I don't even know. Okay, so there's a restaurant in Phoenix called Oregano's, and they have. Have you been there?
bro.
You've never been
He
there?
looks excited,
It's basically like Chicago style pizza, right? Like, is that?
Oh,
It's
man,
been a
my
long
mouth is
time,
watering.
but I know exactly.
cookie.
Okay, so it's the Pizookie,
Yep.
the big pizza cookie. It's like a deep dish pizza cookie.
Okay.
You got to make sure they cook it though. You got to do it well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But dude, like I said, it's all part of the theme of
giant.
sharing. And so I'm like cutting into this like a pizza. It's probably like
They put ice cream on top.
ice
It starts to
cream.
melt.
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah. You can do
100%.
all of that. So
That's it.
yeah, that's it. I mean,
That's hard
I'm
to
okay.
follow.
I'm okay with it.
but
actually.
you have to remember with the main dish. I mean, with Lolo's, you don't just get the chicken. I mean, you're getting the collard greens. You're getting the mac and cheese.
All of it.
It's full soul food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's everything.
yeah.
Okay.
And so that's when I say Lolo's, that is the full shebang. That's the menu. Like I would probably ask for
That's
full
in
menu.
Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
Yeah, and there's one.
Well,
in,
if you
there's
ever
one in
come to
Vegas.
visit,
I'll go there.
Why don't you ever come to visit me?
Oregano's. I'll go to Oregano's.
Oh,
for sure.
Oregano's is
Go to the one by
must.
ASU, by Arizona State. Yeah.
They built one in Queen Creek.
Yes.
I'm in Queen Creek.
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah. Oh, no, that's a drive then. Yeah. So go to the one in Queen Creek. Yeah. Yes.
Word. All right.
Or when
right.
you get off the plane. I don't know.
Appetizer.
Okay.
Phoenix restaurant Thirsty Lion.
Oh.
They have these pub nachos
Ooh.
with grilled chicken.
Okay.
My God, they're good. And then,
Basic white guy pick.
Whatever.
not
Dude, I
as
won't
Mexican
hate.
as it gets, bro.
You didn't hate on my bloomin' onion. I won't hate on this because it sounds good.
He has the worst taste buds.
Yeah, I'm like a 12-year-old chef.
Garbage cut.
It's
No, I'm a very picky eater.
Oh.
Like beyond it annoys.
unsophisticated.
Oh.
It annoys
Unsophisticated.
me at how picky I am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nature was that a nature or nurture thing though?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, my other appetizer, because I get two. There's street tacos at this place called Taquitos Jalisco's in Mesa.
Did I
Yeah,
go there?
I know what that is.
I went
Did I take you there?
I went to a Mexican place. Me, you, and someone else. Was
The
there.
like $1.89 street tacos.
Sounds right.
I think I took you there. I can't remember.
They were damn
Bro.
good tacos.
Alternate universe here, really quick.
Yeah.
Just to interrupt you. Okay, so alternate universe. I'm on another death row. Main dish. It'll have my how many years I've been on death row spelled out in tacos.
Oh wow, that's so creative. Damn, it's the best.
Saw it on
So
Pinterest.
the whole yard can eat tacos
Yeah.
because you're. Damn, he's just a giving dude.
We
Yeah.
celebrate.
I
We
know.
celebrate my death. You know.
See, but part of me
I'm going out.
with that law-abiding citizen movie thinks that you're ordering all this so you can murder everyone,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah,
you lace the tacos.
poison everybody.
Yeah. Anyways, main course: Bruce Chris cowboy cut ribeye, without a doubt,
It's predictable.
without a doubt.
Predictable.
And then dessert. So I'm not like a giant dessert guy.
Fair.
So it's either going to be two things for me: a bag full of mixed candy. I love candy.
God.
What kind of like the cheap Halloween
Mambas,
stuff? Okay.
Skittles,
Okay.
Starburst,
Okay.
sour candy, Mike and Ike's.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Good shit. Or have you ever had the Costco cheesecake that's like 3 seconds
Yeah.
of each flavor?
Yes. Yeah, and they're like the little slices and all.
The turtle cheesecake, just the turtle cheesecake from those, hands down my favorite cheesecake.
Dude.
Yeah.
You just got me like tons of extra subscribers for that, man.
Right, I mean, it's a good cheesecake.
This motherfucker's going to Costco for his final thing he will ever eat.
I almost said McDonald's, like McFlurries for everybody, but
He went to Outback Steakhouse, you son of a bitch.
For the appetizer, that's the first thing.
Yeah,
the
but
last
dessert?
thing from Costco?
Dude, have you ever had that turtle cheesecake?
No, I don't go to Costco. I don't have a family that I need to feed.
I forgot not everyone in Utah goes to Costco.
he goes to Sam's Club actually.
Oh,
Yeah, I go to the regular grocery store for the single people.
I'm telling you, that turtle cheesecake is off the hook, man.
Yeah, it's
we'll
good.
get it.
I got you. I'm with you.
Dude, that's
All right, Jake,
so,
shoot.
That's so basic.
Yeah, your turn.
Appetizer.
So basic. Appetizer. Crab cakes.
Ooh.
Crab cakes.
Yeah. Okay.
I want some. You know what I want with it?
From Red Lobster,
No. You want what I want with it?
cheese biscuits.
Some spicy aioli.
Ooh.
Want some spicy aioli? With some spicy
Fucking
sauce.
loser.
Yeah, man. I feel bad for.
Are you kidding me? Crab seafood?
I don't need
I
seafood.
feel I feel bad for the mortuary afterwards. Like the guy who has to clean you out. You know.
Dude, I don't give a shit about that guy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
dead.
true. Yeah.
He's getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of a side note.
Hmm?
Not enough to share. I'm on selfish terms at this point. I'm not sharing anything with
That's fair.
anyone.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That-
fair
that,
enough.
that was my prerogative.
I don't share now. I'm definitely not going to share on
True.
death row.
Okay.
True.
Like I don't.
What if at that time you're married?
Nope.
She should have busted me out.
Good answer.
Not a ride or die
Good,
chick.
good
Should've
answer.
gotten me out.
Good answer.
Mario El
You got me
Chapo's
out.
chick, bro.
Yeah, I'll get you some crab legs over at Red Lobster Fest if you got me out of jail. But you
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Entree. Look, I'm gonna channel my Wild West American spirit. I just want the best burger that I can get.
Ooh.
Just a really good burger and fries.
Okay,
man.
but you have to name it.
Yeah.
If you
So
were
is that In-N-Out?
No,
Because that's me.
No, but
In-N-Out's
it is.
good.
It really is way up there by any standards. It's way up there, but it's not my number one.
Whataburger?
No, I think right here, right now, if I had to pick the burger, I would say High West Distillery, which is whose glasses I'm using and drink their
Park
whiskey.
City?
It's such a fantastic.
Their burgers are good.
I'm telling you,
with
the
the burger
burgers
cane?
in High West are fantastic.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just burgers and fries. It's an American institution.
It is.
It's an
a good
American
point.
institution.
That's a pretty good meal,
I want to go
Dessert-
down American style.
Dessert is 12 crumble cookies, assorted flavors.
Ooh.
Dessert. I'm gonna go out like.
No, I know. Can I guess it?
Yeah, you won't.
This is how married we are.
you won't get it.
The carrot cake from that bakery by your old place in LA.
Yeah, it's top 2.
Oh, damn. I was close. I was close.
It's in contention for number 1.
Look, we
truthfully.
did a guy's trip to LA sidebar. And like literally I drive there. Jake lands. I pick him up from the airport.
Okay.
And he's like, all right, go left, take a right, go right, take a left. And I'm like, dude, where the fuck are we going? The first place we go is this bakery. And I'm like,
sure.
Jake, I'm not walking to this bakery with you, man.
Because you're not a dessert person.
I'm not a dessert
Yeah.
person.
Fair enough.
So we go in and he gets this carrot cake. And I'm
Susie
not a
cakes.
carrot cake guy.
Hashtag
he's
not
like-
a sponsor.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna let you try some of this. And I'm like, dude, I'm not interested. He's like, just try it, bro. For hating desserts, that cake fucks hard to the point where he drove it back with a seatbelt on it from LA to here.
Why not?
Yeah.
This is the truth. Okay, when I was in LA a couple times ago, visiting old people and all that kind of stuff, Susie Cakes is heaven for me. Okay, Susie Cakes. That's the name of the bakery.
Was this childhood stuff? Like,
No, this is
No?
once I moved to LA. This is really in the last couple of years
okay,
that I
my
was
bad,
in
my bad.
LA.
Yeah.
And I had the app with the rewards program.
I'm gonna look this up really
I
quick.
had all of
Do
it.
it.
I was a VIP.
I gotta
member.
look up El Chapo's wife too. It's been
Oh, you
bothering me
should.
this whole
Oh,
time.
you should.
Okay.
You should.
I'll drop her handle in the
look,
description
I'm
below.
gonna get shot. For
I got
looking it up.
points every time I would get cake.
How many points?
I don't
400?
know. I would earn points and I would get free
Right.
cookies and things, and it meant the world
It's a
to me.
rewards
I would go in. They knew my name. I felt special.
I'm sorry. Are we
Susie.
looking at a different woman?
Let me see.
No, it was super. That's not a
No,
good photo.
well, okay.
Dude, you got to go to a different photo. First of all, she's hot in that photo.
Yeah, she's cute there.
but
okay.
different other photos.
I mean, you got to think
Oh,
about it.
like this one
Smoke.
where she looks like she has Down syndrome?
That's a really bad photo.
May I
of
see?
her. I don't know if that's even.
Yeah,
her.
see, that's probably like post-death there. That's probably at a funeral. Now
That-
that I think about it.
That's not a good photo. Of her.
Yeah.
I'm losing faith that you guys have good
Just
taste.
look
in
up
women.
El Chapo wife.
Yeah.
That's literally what I googled. El Chapo wife, and
That was just a spam account post.
yeah, maybe like El Chapo wife at
with makeup.
Prime. I don't know. Maybe that's not her prime.
Prime. Yeah, Prime would be a good search term.
Yeah. I mean, she's not terrible looking.
No.
And
Trust
I
me,
mean,
she's super hot.
and they. I mean, my philosophy is you're
Oh,
not.
she used to be like. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean.
Oh no, you're good. No, my philosophy is you're not ugly. You're just poor. And so
Look at the
that's
Kardashians. dude.
Yes,
That's a
yes.
great line.
All right, so
Yes.
that's what she was like, Miss Sinaloa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did gain quite a bit of weight because I mean it's all the coke and all the. I don't know.
Coke-
Maybe that makes you lose weight. I don't know.
Coke's supposed to make you lose
Oh,
weight.
see now different pictures are popping up. She
maybe she's
is
having tacos.
stunning.
Oh yeah. You catch the right photo on Google and you'll be like, oh my goodness.
I mean, I'd take her to McDonald's for
look,
a date.
Look, this is coming from a guy also who doesn't, not really into white girls. So this is my avenue right here. This is what I do.
You're in the wrong place, man.
I understand it's a problem for me.
Yeah, but
It's
there's some good Latinas here, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
not-
I mean,
well,
the Mormon Latina culture is pretty good.
I mean, even
know,
I mean, I live in Taylorsville, West Valley area, and so like, I could
Yes.
probably find you.
Look, I
you
took
know,
this
probably
Latina girl to
could, yeah.
church, and my dad happened to be there one time, and he was like, "Hey, peligrosa." He's like, "Danger, bro."
danger.
And I'm like, "That's what I like. I like a little danger."
I like it.
And then I married the whitest woman you could ever marry.
You're playing it safe.
Yeah.
She's your ride or die
Yeah.
because she's safe.
Yep.
I don't play it safe. I
All
go
right.
dangerous.
Did we ever get to what the dessert is?
Look,
No.
I'll concede. Look, Susie Cake's carrot cake. I want a whole cake. I'm gonna eat as much of it as I possibly can.
He's gonna delete
until they
this whole
electrocute
thing.
me.
Scrap.
But look, This is all dead footage. This is just us talking at this point.
I think this is actually a pretty
This is
good
great.
podcast.
But the last time I was there, I bought an entire cake. Okay,
Fair.
I bought the whole cake, and it's a
Okay.
big cake.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to drive that son of a bitch cake from Los Angeles to Utah. Now this was in the summer when you're driving through parts of like Vegas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You cannot leave that cake in your car if you go into a gas station. You're going to ruin the icing.
You got to
and
take it with
everything.
you.
I took the cake into every single gas station that I went into.
I've done that.
I was transporting a cake into every indoor facility that I had the opportunity to take it into, and I was proud of it. I was like, "This is Susie Cakes. You guys don't have this shit here. This is good. This is good shit."
That's why it's incredible that he has a size 30 waist. 30.
Yeah, 30-inch waist.
Yeah.
Meaning
It's the Irish
a
blood.
women's 30. And he still eats like that, dude.
One day a week.
Okay.
One day a week. I live like there's no tomorrow.
One day a week.
He literally almost gets diabetes every Sunday and then
Yeah.
beats it for the next 6 days.
Tonight, I literally just have some like shredded chicken in there and a couple potatoes. Like
Like a
I gotta go
psychopath.
light tonight. I gotta balance it
So
out.
so what does your workout routine look like then during the week? I mean, do you go
Does
do
he
you go to
look
like
like he works out?
I don't know.
Can I tell you something fantastic?
I mean, he's
I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. Okay. So I go to a gym called Lifetime Fitness.
Bro.
that's a great gym.
Yes, it is.
For why? What are your reasons?
The pools, dude. Like I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
I don't know.
It's not the clientele
okay.
that go there?
Okay, it's definitely the women. Okay,
It's
but
straight up
I'm
Sodom and Gomorrah in that place.
So
seriously,
holy shit.
every influencer that you see that's into fitness, you are correct.
And they're at his
they
gym.
They go to Lifetime for sure.
Do you know how distracting? I used to go with him, but then they started charging us, and I couldn't sneak it anymore. Anyways, I used to go with him, and it's nearly impossible to work out there.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So to your point, I'm at the pool of Lifetime Fitness on Saturday. Okay. I decide this is gonna be my work. I work there. I bring my laptop and I do work, but I do it from the pool
I'm
at
blessing
Lifetime
you guys.
Fitness.
Sorry.
And I love it there. And I heard this is just, that apparently that night, this is we'll get hit with a libel suit or
Yeah.
a slander suit or something, but that there was some sort of swingers gathering starting at Lifetime Fitness that night. And I'm like,
They all bought guest passes for each other.
that's the best thing I've ever heard. That's the best thing I've ever heard. That somehow they link up at the pool after hours.
I mean,
That's the best
they
thing.
got to check out. They got to get the preview.
Bro.
Apparently
and
Utah's got a legit swingers scene.
It's a thing.
And I'll break it down for
And
you.
I don't think it's fake. I really do
It's
think
real,
it's real.
for sure.
Growing up Mormon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I served a mission and everything.
Sure.
Dude, it's probably just a lot of like younger people that got married
Yep.
too young.
Yep.
And they're like, you know what?
They're
I
super-
do like my husband.
Yeah, and they're super jaded too.
I'm married for this dude for eternity. So, you know what? Let's bang it out with some dude at Lifetime. You know? Some young
It's
buck,
a thrilling
he's-
place. It's thrilling.
But are they all older? Are they younger? Like,
It's a mix.
Are they-
If you're
okay.
35 or older, you can't go there.
okay.
No,
He's the oldest guy they let allow.
Are you
in.
fucking kidding me?
Everyone there
it's
is
the beard.
stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I blend in with all the fitness models. Just go and just crush some legs.
It's distracting.
And then he goes back to their house like,
Yeah, no, I got to recover after.
Yeah.
But
okay, I'm on my way.
Fair enough. I will say that, like, getting back to dating for however we get on this, he does not like white chicks.
Okay.
The 2 girlfriends of his I've met have immediately the next day broken up with him after meeting me because
There's
they
a
see the
fluke
old
phenomenon.
Bull. No. They see the old bull. They want the young buck, and they're like, "Why am I with this crippled redheaded fuck when I could have someone like Chris?" Chris is taken because he's happily married.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So they break up with him, but both were not white chicks, and both, I will say to his credit, very good looking women.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I'm surprised at how good looking they were.
I date above my.
Above your
pay grade.
station.
He's a
Oh,
solid
okay.
3.
Yeah.
His money allows him to pull 12s.
No, it's not the money. I think it's. I don't know what it is.
It's the ginger
It's,
beard.
something.
Ginger beard.
Something. I think it's something. I don't know
don't
what
know.
it is though. I haven't identified it.
How'd you meet your wife?
So we met. It's kind of a boring story, but I'll tell it anyway. So my wife and I met when she was going to college at ASU, and I was.
She born and raised in Arizona?
She was not. She was actually born in Utah.
Okay.
Yes, she was going. She wanted to get out of Utah because she just wasn't. I mean, she wanted something different. She had gone to. she had potentially thought about going to Berkeley, in
Shit. So she's smart.
in the East Coast. Yes, she's going for music, but they wanted her for vocal performance and stuff like that. Anyway, so we met through a friend. I was working at a music store at the time, and she's like, this girl would always bring in really, beautiful girls, her roommates. My coworker would bring in her roommates, be like,
Trying to hook them up.
I want to date one of those girls, please. And then she brought my wife in, and I'm like,
I like it.
yeah. And actually, the day that I met her formally, she was doing her homework in a messy bun and doing, So I'm
When
like,
they actually look
she's-
good.
She's got brains.
That's the best.
That messy bun. I don't know what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
the
You're
best.
attracted,
Pull
but
it.
this is them at kind of their
their
worst.
low point.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I didn't even think I had a chance. I'm like, dude, I was wearing my my work t-shirt. Like, I worked at a music store.
Yeah.
Like, cool, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it kind of went from there. I was really forward.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
I'm not fucking around
I
here.
want your number. But I was cool about it. I mean, in today's standards, I'd be like,
Give me your number.
yeah, give me your number, girl. Like, hey, what's your Tinder profile? This was pre-Tinder, by the way. And so I'm like,
By not much though.
not by much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed it by 3 or 4 years, maybe. And so, I mean, we just kind of hit it off, and I mean, we were married 8-9 months later.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's quick.
yeah. I never thought I would be that person that got married that quick, because I wanted to go to school, I want to do all this stuff, but I'm like, she's awesome,
Yeah.
and we have a daughter now, and we're good.
Oh dang, you're a dad?
Yeah, I'm a daddy.
Dang, dude. Cool.
Yeah, I'm a dad.
Congrats. How old's
Yeah.
your daughter?
She is 20 months about. Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Almost a year.
Just when they start getting really cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, they get really cool.
Yeah.
He
the
has
wild
no
age,
idea.
isn't it?
Yeah.
No, 2 is pretty cool. 3 can get a little tough. 4 is pretty
I'd
cool.
say 4 to 5 to 8 is where they kind of get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that though, they're cool. Like
They'll do everything you say.
Yeah.
You'll do everything like, hey, can you pick that up? Hey, can you clean that off? I mean, they're a sponge.
yeah,
They'll do it.
They can communicate and clean up after themselves to an extent.
Yes.
Kind of feed themselves.
Yes.
It's just like a cool buddy to roll with.
You sound like you kind of experienced. You have nieces and nephews.
Uncle. Yeah, me and the wife had the kid talk, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dude, it's
I
not for
punch
everybody.
myself in
It's
the
really
balls
not
every
for
day to
everybody. And
prevent
I
it,
wish
so.
people would understand that. Like, it is,
Thank you.
parenthood is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I think I kind of had that thrust upon me because I'm the youngest of 4. And so all of them had kids very early on.
Yeah.
I was 8. No, 8 when my first niece was born.
Oh shit.
No, I take that back. I have a sister that's older. She had a son. I always forget that he's my nephew, but he's a month younger than me. So
Oh.
yeah, my parents
Dang.
are pretty old. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
To your point, there's a lot of people that just need to not be afraid to go, dude, I'm not into kids.
yeah, it's true.
Like, it's all good, man.
And they need to say that on dates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
I
that
agree.
apparent.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I'm not a big kid person. They'll go away.
Yeah.
They'll go away.
That person's not for you then.
No, they're
No,
not.
it's true. So, now, sometimes you get blinded by hotness,
Sure.
and it can happen has happened, to the best of us.
Yeah.
Where you're like, she's like, "What do you think of kids?" And you're like,
Whatever
and you make up some bullshit, which is like, I'm pretty flexible on the issue.
Do I get to see you naked?
Then
Then
you're
yes.
not.
Then yes.
You're not. But you're like, so hot,
For you, I'll be into whatever.
so hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, truthfully, you should, like, I'm pretty comfortable at this stage admitting, like, dude, I'm not a kid guy. And like I don't feel bad about it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like,
Right.
that's how I'm wired.
Yeah.
I saw
easily.
I saw a 6-year-old kid like slap Jake in the face at our friend's house. Asif's kid.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't blame you for not having kids then.
Jake sits down with a big old piece of chocolate cake, and he's about to like do dirty things to this cake. And our
day,
buddy
man.
Asif's
day.
the coolest dude in the world. He's got a beautiful family, and his wife calls their kids feral. She's like, "Oh, I'll look in the backyard, and they'll be shitting in the backyard. They're feral kids."
true story. I've been
embarrassing.
talking to him on the phone, and he's like, "Stop it!"
No,
I'm like,
stop
"What are you doing?"
shitting in the backyard.
It's like a kid's shitting in the yard. I'm like, "That's the funniest thing I've
Get
ever
your wiener out of the fence.
Yep. So Jake sits down. Noah's kind of messing around, and he turns around and just like, did he act like he was gonna slap you, or did
I
he
don't know.
slap you?
I blocked it.
Either
out.
way.
I think he just slapped him, and Jake just stopped and like looked at Asif and me, and Asif was like waiting to see what Jake would do, and I was like, Jake, you cannot punch him back.
No.
Like, don't
Don't do
and
it.
he's like, do I hit him? or do I not? And I'm like, Jake, don't hit him back. And Noah's like, oh, fuck, I'll hit you, little kid. I don't know. If I ever have kids, I'm excited for Uncle Jake to be a part of the family.
Dude,
because he'll just be like, hey, you little shithead.
Sometimes that is enough for some people.
A dog?
A dog.
100%.
It truthfully is. Like,
because you can throw them in cages and not get in trouble.
True.
I'll still do it with a kid, but apparently that's
Depends on where you live.
frowned upon.
frowned upon. Only if people. It's only illegal if someone finds out.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, if they're being
NFA
honest,
laws.
they should admit, look, I'm more of a pet animal guy, girl, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's enough for me. It checks all the boxes, dude. Rock and roll, man. Do you?
Do you want more?
Yes.
Yeah?
We do want more.
How many?
But we're really pushing on 3.
2, 3.
But I'm like, 2 would be nice.
Yeah.
I joke around. I'm like, I want 12. And she's like, oh, hell no. I'm like, no, I definitely not.
Senora.
No. Well, I mean, you see
Senora.
this face of beauty.
Yeah.
It's got to procreate. And,
Tough to
and-
resist.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
know.
guys are fertile people.
No, for fertile people.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
that's-
where are you from? Like, where's your?
so
if we
I'm
trace it back.
Mexico.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So large families.
yeah. Oh yeah. Large families.
You have 4
Always-
siblings, so 5 total.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 5 total. My dad was one of 14. Backstory.
Wow.
He was from like a small town in southern Colorado called Crowley, and 14 kids. I mean, it's a really gruesome story. His oldest brother died in a snowstorm, and his father made him take his shoes off and put them on
Jesus.
because they were so that poor, and he couldn't afford shoes, so he's like, take those ones.
That's
Yeah, it's
hardcore.
dark. Yeah, it's a
Damn,
little dark.
bro.
Disclaimer, it's a little dark. But yeah, I mean, we want a few kids. Still debating on whether or not they're going to be 2 or 3.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah,
Me and the wife had that talk recently, so we're not preventing it. But basically, in the next 5 years, if it doesn't happen, then I'm getting a vasectomy.
that's fair.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just not preventing it. She's got some health issues. My wife's in a wheelchair,
Yeah,
so she's
yeah,
got
for
some health issues. She's got to figure out. I don't think I'm fertile from like steroids after high school and shit, so I got to figure that out. But if it happens in 5 years, we'll do it.
Yeah.
If not, then
And
I'm okay with it.
how do you feel about adoption?
So I don't carry. So I guess let's preface that with this. I've never wanted kids or never wanted to be married. I met my wife.
That's kinda
within
where I
2
was.
weeks of hanging out. I knew I was going to marry her. And if she never wanted kids, I'd let you give me a vasectomy right here.
Fair.
Since she wants kids, I'm okay with it as long as it's with her. Now, having said that, if she gets pregnant and dies due to health complications and I'm stuck with a kid, I'm going to be really fucking mad. Right? really fucking
because you were
mad.
in that together. You
Yeah.
committed to that
Yeah.
together.
So like
Yeah, for sure.
the kid thing is interesting, and if it happens, it happens. If not, not. But we're one and done. And then I asked her about adoption, and she's like, and kudos to my wife for this because it may sound very bad here.
No.
She's like, I don't think I could love that child as much as it would need, knowing it's not mine.
Biologically.
Now,
Yeah.
that's a very mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's saying,
Right?
I'm not going to just be a mom for
I'm
the
not
sake of being a mom.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Oh,
capable
sure.
of giving this child what it needs, right? Now, she has 1 sibling, terrible parents, worst people I've ever met. I have 4 sisters. My dad moved out when I was like 12, so raised by 5 women.
Yeah.
technically.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I just, the kids are in, whatever. If we have them, cool, not. But I
You're
give
okay
her
with it.
kudos for that because it's like, dude, most women, I think, feel pressured, like, well, I got to be a mom or like, this societal pressure to do it, whether it's adoption or not. And frankly, like, I'm kind of in the boat with her. Like, I'm sure I'd love that kid. And like, I'd do my best to be a good father. But like adoption for me, man. I'm still on the fence with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
I wouldn't.
Because there's a lot of kids that need good parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I could be a good parent, especially if they come from like a shitty home situation, right?
Or even like, they don't have to be babies, like they could be 10-year-olds with
But
no
then you're
behavioral
taking
issue.
on issues for previous 10 years.
yes,
I know.
exactly.
And someone that listens to this and be like, these guys are fucking, they don't know what they're talking about. Look,
No, don't take it
no,
that
we
way.
don't know what we're talking
Yeah.
about. There's 3 dudes just figuring it out, right? But adoption, like, man, that is tough. And I know people, a good friend of mine, he actually owns Pistol Parlor down in Mesa that I used to work for. He adopted both his kids and like great kids. He's provided a great life for them.
Right.
One of them works for his gun store. The other one is a doctor in the Army. Like, just has provided a great life for them.
Sure.
I just don't know if I'm capable of that.
That's
if it's
fair.
not my own genetics.
Yeah.
Now, like, depending on who you talk to, that would make a lot of sense. Evolutionarily, right? You, depending on God or evolution, whatever you believe, it would make sense that it's good to know that you're not capable of that. Right? Because evolutionarily, you should just want to raise your own children and things with your own genetics, right? I mean, it makes sense. But
Like, it'd be so much different if it was like your sister's kid, your nephew.
Oh, dude.
Like your sister, heaven forbid, and her husband dies.
No, if she dies, man, I'm taking Kimball. He's the shit.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's your blood still. You know, like there's a whole different connection. Anyway, yeah, that's cool.
Weird
That's
tangent
cool.
for a little podcast like this, right? But
but no, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's good.
I raised my
nephew.
nephew. Well, not raised, but I lived with my sister when my nephew was like 4 months to 2 years old. So I'd come home from work and take a nap with him every day.
Sure.
Like, I love that kid. Like, he would, as close as what I could have picture my own kid, right? But man, adoption's tough, dude.
It is tough,
and thank goodness for the people that do it, because like I don't know if I'm a strong enough person to do it.
Yeah, dude.
So
yeah, I'm not either. Anyway,
what about,
so
what about
you
Jake
can answer
over
it
here?
or not, doesn't matter.
I know when to shut up.
Did you not listen the last 10 minutes?
I know when to, shut my mouth. I don't have anything to add to that.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, so that's a good segue then. I asking about your business, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm just super interested in just what you guys do.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys have been in real estate for a little bit. I mean, why not? You probably touched on this a little earlier. Why not like car sales or other things like that? I mean, you probably did. I mean, why not something different? I mean, right now, especially in the West, real estate's booming.
Yeah.
You know, business is probably great for you guys, but
well, yes and no.
It depends.
It depends on what side of the fence you're on. Because if you're buying a place,
it's rough.
it's tough, dude.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's tough. If you're selling a place, you're probably gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like your workload's pretty. You just sit back and chill. I try to be as objective as possible in terms of like what's real, what's not. I look at it like this. If you just want some people to look at your product, your whatever fucking HK or whatever gun company, right? You just want people to look at your product. Cool. Get it in the hands of some hot girls, because a lot of people are going to see it. If you want to sell product, get it in the hands of people that can actually produce some shit with it.
Oh, we're good.
And so, because there's a difference. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know based on numbers that have been told to me, hey, on stuff that we've gotten behind, not because we had an interest in it, just because turns out we really liked it.
And we
like,
needed to review something.
Yeah, exactly.
cool. Like, it actually moved the needle. And we're a small page in the grand scheme of things. Like, we're creeping up on 50,000 subscribers. Like, it's not tiny. It's not big. It's in this middle growing. We're like a pubescent boy.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, we're like a puberty phase right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, you can get your eyeballs by getting in the hands of like a popular hot girl. But dude, if you're going to sell shit, like you actually have to produce content, man.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
And the whole real estate side of the house. So I have a mentor / really good friend. His name's Mike. And when I say like carbon copy of Jake, he is a carbon copy of Jake. They're the same person, my best friends. They've never met each other, but I mean, everything about them is very similar.
They probably should meet each other.
Well, Mike,
Fight to the death.
right? Mike one day woke up and was like, I think I'm going to be a lawyer after tens of millions of dollars made in real estate. I'm talking like he would never have to work a day in his life, nor would his kids.
Okay.
And he's like, at 35, was like, yeah, I'm done with real estate. I'm going to be a lawyer.
Throwing in the towel.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And so now he's a lawyer,
What a life.
which is awesome. Good for him. But where I'm getting at with this is like, he did well because he wasn't your cookie cutter real estate agent, right? We do it a little differently because every real estate agent is a super fake teeth, white, douchey guy driving a Tesla or some, bullshit car.
Super charismatic too. Like they always have that one quality that.
But it's fake.
Yeah.
But it's fake at the same
Just
time,
wanna
right?
Punch him in the face.
Yeah, that's it. I
Not
wanna
you
put
guys.
my fist through his face hole, right? Whereas with Jake and I, it's just like two guys that saw and Jake mostly saw like, hey, there's a lot of douches in this industry. We could be a little different. And we even played with like blue collar real estate, right? Like we're both working guys.
like
this is
normal
when we
dudes.
go to deals, I don't wear a suit. Like I haven't worn a suit since my mission. Well, since my wedding.
Okay. Fair.
But when I go to deals or show houses, this is exactly how I dress. Black shirt, maybe a Syndicate shirt, backwards hat. I mean, I got a giant beard, hair, like we don't fit the mold for real estate agents. And that's because like they've given themselves like a douchey reputation, right?
It's
Like
true.
slimy used car salesmen. They earn that reputation because every real estate agent you see is some shark skin suit driving some Mercedes and is like, I got 20 deals done this month. And like, it just seems like it's very disingenuous. You're taking someone to look at a house that like they're blue collar people, they work their asses off, and you're driving them around like this. Like it just kind of doesn't resonate.
Yeah.
You know, where with us, like, you know, we're fortunate with the way we do it. Like Jake has a client currently that was in the special operations community for a long time at the highest level you can be.
That's cool.
And like they just roll around looking at houses and talking guns or just talking about the weather. Like it's very non-committal, non-judgmental, no pressure, which is why it works.
And I think that's why I like the profession of realtors anyways. I mean, yeah, they can be slimy, but you always also get that fact that they want you to get a good deal because, I mean, either way, you guys are getting paid. You know, that's the thing. And so it's not always motivated. Like, I'm got to sell this house, this specific one. I don't know. But like you're trying to help those people because they have specific needs. They have maybe, you know, they need specific features that you can only find at realtors. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's one of those things. And so I appreciate that. And I feel bad for those realtors though, that they work for a big box company, you know?
Yeah.
I won't name a few, you know, there's a few.
Oh, we all know them.
Yeah.
Yep.
We know them. But like, I feel bad because they're good guys, good girls, but they work for a sleazy company that just wants to put up some model homes really fast and didn't check the water table type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, I've seen plenty of guys. We have someone that we know that he's a real estate agent and a complete 180 from his previous career. Yeah. And like, he's stuck in this big box real estate agency. And like, you know, I haven't talked to him in a while. We're kind of peripherally friends, right? But like, I know if I sat down, I don't know, but I have a good feeling if I sat down and was like, dude, are you like doing what is you?
Yeah.
He would say no. And the biggest compliment I think we get is that it's authentic with what we do. Like, look, me and Jake go shoot guns anyways. That's how we met. Yeah. So can we use this to enhance a career, which happens to be real estate, right? That also draws in a group of people. Like one of my clients in Arizona is like he does cybersecurity for like Walgreens. Yeah. He's also an MMA fighter and a shooter.
Oh, nice.
And like totally unassuming dude.
No, for sure.
And like a badass and watches the content. My current house that we actually are nailing down an offer today after this actually. He's a cop in Arizona. Been a cop, public servant, been on the police department for quite a long time and does a really cool job in the police department. And then we just get like normal dudes that enjoy the outdoors and shooting. So awesome. it's anywhere in between. And the way that, and again, 99% of this is Jake. Like I'm riding on the coattails. I'm happy to admit it. He brought me on as a friend, but also Jake's a business guy. Like he's not going to bring you in unless you add something to the business. Sure. What I add, we still don't know yet. I think he's just giving me handouts.
Man of the people.
We need someone to do that.
We need someone with a better beard than his, and that's why I got hired. Oh shit. But it's just a weird way to do real estate. And when people ask, like, we jokingly in the beginning, we're like, we don't really know how it works, and we kind of jokingly say that, like, it just works. And the biggest thing is authenticity, and like. That's a hot buzz word right now, but like what you see with Jake and I is what you get. There's no
frills.
Yeah. I think when we met at Utah, like,
dude, that's what I love about you guys. Like when I talk to you, like a lot of those other companies, like you can't approach them. Like they're not approachable. I mean, despite the fact that they may be talking to a bunch of other people, like they're just not friendly people. You know what I mean? There's a few that are for sure, but like coming to you guys' booth, like I had some friends that came and talked to you guys too. And they just had nothing but good things to say. So
cool.
So
it's like this weird era where.
Thank you for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
No, I 100% appreciate it. It's like I love social media. Like clearly, we embrace it as a thing.
It's a huge
embrace. Like look, it's how the world works.
Yeah.
But it does breed a certain kind of fakeness to it all, where you wind up showing this altered version of reality, where it's like it's not really real, but it's what you show on this thing. That's what everyone sees. So the whole thing was, okay, if we can just be ourselves and just say from the get-go, all right, we're not going to alter who we are. Let's just be who we are sitting here at this table, who we are in videos or just hanging out on my sofa.
It's legitimate.
Really who we are.
Same
like
people.
I mean, we talk in videos the same way that we talk anywhere else, which is like, look, sometimes it's not like, oh, could you have worded that in a different way? Sure, but it's like
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's also authentic.
yeah.
So
Look, I cuss in real life.
yeah.
Why am I going to try to hide that? Why am I going to try to hide that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, dude. Like,
No.
I am who I am. You are who, like,
Yeah.
just go be yourself.
Yeah,
man.
people like that. You know, even if maybe
People
they don't.
crave it
yeah,
nowadays.
if they
I
don't
think they
even-
seek it now because it's so
crave it.
rare.
Yes,
crave
it is
it.
rare. Yeah, and I mean, even in Utah, I'm sure you see that. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
people just think it's cool. They think it's funny. They think it's it's an authentic person, that's not behind a facade
Yeah.
of some kind. You know what I mean? So that's more power to you guys. Like that's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean,
It's-
much like I can tell from your podcast, and I started listening to the Tanner one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tanner, yeah.
I just got to finish it. I'm like,
No, you're good,
20
yeah.
minutes into it.
I appreciate that.
But like it's authentic and people crave it. And I mean, even in Utah, like as much as I love Utah culture, a lot of it is inauthentic. And a lot of it is keeping up with the Joneses.
It is.
A lot of it is, and look, I'm Mormon. I flat out,
sure.
I am Mormon. I know the culture very well. A lot of it is like making sure you're the perfect family on the block because like you see the other families at church and yeah, someone can get mad at me. I'm Mormon. I grew up in the culture. Like I understand it very well. So even here, people crave the authenticity because like you just don't get it.
Yeah, you don't.
And also it opens up, like when people are shocked that this is just us and that we're successful, it's like the lesson in that is like, no, you being you can be successful. Like you don't have to be someone you're not. You don't have to do something that you're not into.
Right.
Like find the angle that makes it work for you and do it, right? Like
Tailoring it to yourself for sure.
yeah, and that's kind of the whole idea with this. And I mean, it's as silly as it is, like we get paid to shoot guns. Technically that is what it is. But we would be shooting guns anyways. So like we might as well film it and throw it up on YouTube.
Like you said earlier, getting paid for what you love.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
And it took me years to find that. And, you know, I'm 33 now, and I quit my other job that I was fucking miserable at for a couple years. And it took a big leap of faith to do that. And, like, Jake helping me with it, my wife and everything. But, like, dude, the amount of happiness and your ability to be your authentic self even gets heightened because you're not doing shit that you don't want to do.
Exactly.
You know?
You're not having to please anyone but yourself. Obviously, each other, you know. Making
Whoa.
if you know what I mean.
Whoa. Jeez.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries. Well, I mean, you guys sit on your, you know, on the couch in your chairs.
We hold hands. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
But it is, I mean, the biggest thing, and, you know, I think the biggest takeaway with what we do and the biggest compliment we get is I feel like I'm sitting having a beer at the range with you guys. And to me, and I know me and Jake have talked about this, that is the biggest compliment. Like if someone in this says like, I felt like I was hanging out with you guys while you did the podcast. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Because I want you to be entertained. We want you to step outside of maybe your everyday life, but also feel like you're just part of the conversation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I got the bourbon burps or something right there. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest compliment because people just crave it, man. Authenticity and just being yourself.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
as much as we hate social media, and I fucking hate it, it is a necessary evil for what we do.
Yes. Of course.
And I have found some truly like life-changing relationships through social media, which is the other side of it too, right? Like people complain about it. Dude, I met this guy through content. He watches the channel, Marvin.
Shout out to Marvin.
Yeah, shout out to Marvin. He's the shit.
Pickett. See, I even know
Marvin
Marvin's
Pickett.
last
He
name.
knows him,
like,
dude.
You know.
Look, I think Marvin's
Sorry to shout
a
out
44-year-old dad of two young men. And he just DM'd me and was like, hey, everything you guys do is authentic. And I just, like, I like the whole vibe. I like what you guys do. So I DM'd him back. Dude, I talk to him more on the phone than my own wife. Like, Marvin is a straight-up brother. Like, I love him to
That's
death.
cool.
And
love
I've
that.
had a couple of those friendships. Johnny is another one in Texas. And especially with the time, because we can switch gears here. Like,
Yeah.
Marvin reached out to me during the like riots, and Marvin is an African-American man. And so that added a whole other layer to it. And he's like, you know, we talked about the riots and stuff lately, and last year, and he's like, dude, you're just a person, man. Skin color has nothing to do with it. If you're a good guy and you're authentic and I like what you're doing, that's all that matters.
You know, it's funny doing these podcast episodes, like, even though I know some of these people, I still get kind of nervous, like, before, because it's like, you know, like,
it's an intimate thing.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Like, you're conversing with people. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I was a little nervous for today, because I'm like, oh man, what am I supposed to say to these guys? Like,
oh, no way.
Well, yeah,
ridiculous.
Bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah, we should have been nervous.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like seriously, like I came up, you know, expecting, like, oh man, like, I think we've come to define people by their numbers, you know what I mean, by like how many subscribers they have.
That's pretty good.
You know, like how many followers they have.
Write that one down.
And I'm like, no, these are just dudes.
They're
like,
just fucking human beings.
They're
man.
humans. Like,
yeah,
like they could be brothers, they could be friends, they could be whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
who cares?
And I'm like, we're nothing. Like, I came to this like epiphany, like, we're freaking nothing.
Nothing.
dude.
Sorry, like, I'm not calling you guys nothing, but I'm just saying.
No,
like,
we get it.
like, existentially, we are nothing.
Yes.
This sounds self-demeaning, but I think of myself in that way, in the sense of, like, I assume no one gives a shit about anything I do, which is how I should think about planet Earth. Like, who gives a shit about anything I do?
Yep. Yeah.
Like, but I've had some really good friendships over time with people that are worth massive amounts of money because I don't give a shit. Oh, is that done?
Oh no, we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
As long as we see the red ring, we're good.
Because you don't give a shit.
Yeah, you
like
don't give a shit.
I don't care. I'm like, dude, you're a human being on planet Earth. I respect what you've done, but I also don't care. Like, you're either a good human being or you're not. I could give a shit about what's in your bank account. It doesn't matter.
And that, I mean, Jake is going to be humble with this, but when he was a vitamin salesman, he was flown all over the country to arenas of tens of thousands of people to speak.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, he's doing it big time.
Yeah, but who cares though?
And that's what I'm getting at is who cares? Some people would be like, oh,
most of them probably don't remember you either. I mean,
No.
like, you're just somebody on a stage talking about something they like.
Dude.
That's it. And much like Jake, you know, I've had friends, I mean, like hundreds of millions of dollars, and you'd never know it because they're just an authentic person.
Yeah.
The money doesn't define them. Just like you said, the number of followers doesn't define a person. Like that, I'm sure that is intimidating, and I'm sure I've experienced that with certain instructors we've trained with, where I'm like, oh shit, like this dude, you know, 50,000 followers, he's, you know, special operations, X amount of time. But the real ones that are just authentic dudes, and they're like, dude, it was a job. Jason, who we talked about, who is a significant part of world history, has changed America and this world single-handedly. You would never know because he's just an authentic
For
dude.
sure, yeah.
And when you meet people of that caliber that are just themselves and they're unapologetically themselves, that gives you no excuse to not be anything but yourself.
Right.
And that's what people are attracted to. So they see that there's that quote that, like, make your life as interesting as your Instagram appears to be.
Oh,
Have you heard that
but
quote?
for you, yes.
Well, yeah,
yes,
you know, people are like, make your life as interesting as you make your Instagram appear to be. Well, I don't have to do that because literally that's my life. Like this week I was in Tahoe and now I'm going to shoot guns. Like it's not an inauthentic thing. That is just what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And you get to see it, right? So like, much like Jake, you know, whatever the hell he does by himself in his house by himself with food and shit. I don't know, but
donuts in bed, you know, whatever.
Just
whatever.
Unapologetically yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And
be Jake's Sunday self.
yeah. Well,
Dirty,
that's
dude.
an early death. Yeah,
Dirty.
that's heart disease and diabetes. So maybe not that, but
Whatever.
you know, it
But
just pays
it's
to
authentic.
it just pays to be authentic.
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
And people are drawn to that more than anything with how this all ties back to real estate. Like, hey, I'm using you guys because I just felt like you're just like one of the guys, and that's exactly
you represent me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And like when we go to show houses, it's hilarious because like literally we'll talk about houses for maybe 5 minutes. Say it's like 5 hours of looking at houses. The other 4 hours and 55 minutes is guns, dude.
Yes.
We just talk guns and training and
Good.
shooting.
As
and
you
it's
should.
just a cool way to do real estate, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, well, I appreciate your guys' insight. I don't want to take up, you know, the rest of your evening or anything like that, but I just
So you got a
appreciate.
family to get to,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, sure. You guys have things to do, and I just appreciate you guys being on the show. And I mean, it's a small little thing, it's something I'm passionate about, love doing, and I appreciate you guys just doing your thing, you know, and just keep doing that. Anything you want to shout out before we end?
Well, I just want to say thank you to you for
yeah,
having us on your podcast. This is my first podcast, which is awesome. So get a pop that cherry.
Yes.
This is his 10th because he's famous.
Famous.
Stop. Please stop.
Please stop. But no, thank you. And it's awesome to have people reach out. At events like Shoot Talk where we met, they're like, "Oh, we should do content," and you're like, "Yeah, man." You never really know if stuff will come of it.
Yes.
But you reached out, you called, and we're just happy to be here and thank you for your time.
Yeah. So part of being authentic. Yeah. I just wanted to hang out with you guys, and I don't know. I think I don't reach out enough. I think that's my issue. And so,
do you feel insecure about it? Is that why?
I don't know. I think it's more of who am I? I think defining myself by the numbers. You know what I mean? Who am I?
Yeah, but every podcast started out just like this.
Exactly. So I'm like Joe Rogan. No, nah.
Hey, you're a normal dude, man. So yeah, just keep at it.
Yeah. But be sure to check these guys out on 1911syndicate.com as well as 1911 Syndicate. What are the other pages you guys have?
YouTube, Instagram, Patreon,
OnlyFans. Search that anywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It'll pop. It's SEO'd.
Yeah.
Big time. So.
And then mine's just Chris Blau.
Chris Blau.
CHRISBLAU.
Yep. And I'll put
But it's all tagged with all the Syndicate stuff.
Yes.
And
yes.
We kind of separated a little bit. My page is my personal page, but also the Arizona business page.
Okay. Yeah. Either way.
It just works that way. I don't know.
It's what you got to do. Yeah. So but check these guys out. Also be sure to check out the previous episodes that we've had. I just want to thank you guys again, and we will see you guys in the next one.